Hello, welcome back to Resident Evil Village. W870 tactical shotgun only on casual. My plan is to finish this playthrough in this episode. We're just gonna come. We're actually getting to like the good weapons, where like these weapons don't completely suck. This shotgun has already proven to be much better than the last one. I wish it'd let you do a little bit of damage here, but unfortunately it won't. Teleportation again. I like how he just kind of, as soon as he lands, he immediately teleports there. Which I fell into the water because, of course, I did. I got caught on the stupid side. Technically, I'm pretty sure the way you're supposed to do it is when you land, you stay there, and then, like, you hurry up and maybe, hopefully, don't get caught on the side, like I did. Yeah, don't get caught on that. Bitch. Come on. Okay, I can already see two flies. There's gonna be another pissing me off with the flies, isn't it? Jump on over, Monroe. I wonder how Monroe would taste if you like filleted him. Like, it seems pretty gross on the outside, more gross than any other fish. But like, you know, a lot of fish are slimy and kind of gross. Except for when you cook them up, and once you skin the fish, it looks pretty good. It tastes pretty good too, so I wonder what Monroe would taste like. Be enough fish to feed the village for a decade, even though it would definitely start to rot. It sure would be nice if I could have just cranked right off the bat. And it'd be really nice if I don't use the wrong key. I don't need a key at all, I need a crank. Climb on up there. Yeah, keep sighing, Ethan.
Okay.
Okay. Bam. Give me that.
Got it.
Alright, let's see how fast this kills me, Ethan. Still wondering where the first gun we're gonna have that's strong enough to kill him before he even climbs on top of the roof and starts spitting at us is gonna be. I don't think this one's strong enough to do that yet. My vote is for Chris's main weapon. I can't think of what it's called, but his automatic weapon that we've been using every time we've gotten to that part so far. I think that's gonna be the first one. And then like the powerful handguns after that. Obviously they'll be fast enough to do it. Nope. Come on, get over here fast enough. Aha, we did it, Ethan. Oh, booski. Hey, should be getting pretty close by now, right? Yep, I was right. Just barely not fast enough to kill him before. Just barely not fast enough to kill him before he got up there. Oh well. Alright. 2-hour long elevator ride. Oh, got the hiccups. Got some blood on my gun. Alright. Now we got like the... We're gonna go kill this guy back here, then kill his boss, then kill the big guy. But only 8 minutes and 4 seconds in, so I think we're gonna have plenty of time. Free crow. In here. Yeah, because you're getting to the point where the guns are good enough that you only need like like 2 episodes to beat the game and all the bosses. You don't need like 3. Hey, no. Alright. Can't see you in here. I can't really jump now, so no, I can't. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Just that easy. Hmm. This way, Papa. Yeah. That sounds weird. What's with him and the whole Papa thing? Heisenberg and the whole Papa. Oh well. Okay, see, now you tried to hit me, goat, and I don't like that. You're lucky I don't have room for your meat. Or actually, I think I do. I think we'll just go in there. So you know what? I'm gonna kill both of you. I still got meat in here. Yeah, so that's what you get for trying to attack me. So, already at more than twice as much as the last guy was. And it's that easy. That's so nice after the pain it was last time. Although technically I did die with this gun. But it was like the BS death where I just like got stuck. Like that for 2 seconds. It wasn't like a battle death. Cause I'm only like counting battle deaths, cause anything else like that, like I guess you could count that, but like I very easily could just like not have died there. Cause like a battle death is like skill, or like you made a mistake. That's just like kind of dumb. Cause like I've done it through like 100 times. Cause you don't shoot anything, you just walk through it. And I've already walked through it without dying like 100 times, so I very obviously can. So probably not gonna. I don't count it. Whoever's watching can count whatever they want, but I do not. Give me that. Boom. Boosh. 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 Lovely. Oh, it's so nice to have good stuff finally. You guys are gonna be a lot easier too. Hey. Boom. Boom, boom. Booski. One more back here. So that's it from back here. Right? That sounds like... Oh, there you are up there. Where are you? Oh, just tracks. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I was looking in like the top right corner of my screen. Didn't even see him for the first second. Run, run, run. A boom. And a boom. Give me that money. Get them down. And get them down. There we go. Alright. Abushki, abushki, aboom, aboom. Alright, I do not need that. I'll take that though. Boom, boom, boom. I love immediate death. Yeah, because why not? Alright.
This must be their den.
Must be their den. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Oh, you guys still aren't coming yet. Just line them up one by one. That's the first one to like live and not be one shot, but to be fair, that was a bad shot. Shot him in like the foot. Barely. Boom. A booski. I know there's more of you. Alright. Hey, there's one. There's another one. And another one. Just because. Boom. Yep. Much faster this time.
Okay, big guy.
Okay, yeah, darn it, you let me aim at the big guy I'm aiming, trying to aim at instead of making me aim at the smaller one for some reason. Simple. Paduski. Hello, fellas. How's your dinner time? Boom. Oh, darn. I guess I won't need this meat after all, will I? Fill up the poor meats here. Hello, big fella.
That's not good.
Boom. Come on, shoot his face down here, sucker. He's dead. Yeah, there he goes.
Eat shit.
Nope, that looks like it's it. Go down here, kill these guys. Go back up and go after Heisenberg. Boom. Do-do-do-do-do. There you go. Duke. Boom. My greatest grab that. Okay. My greatest pleasure to see you arrive. Yeah, not safely, just alive, as long as I'm breathing.
What was that?
Ah, Little
What's
grumble.
going on?
We gonna find out, Ethan. Little earthy grumble. All the little kings. Wonder what that's supposed to symbolize. Super long elevator ride, yay! 2-hour long elevator ride. Yay, Snover, you beat the Magikarp. By the way, I'm fully aware people that know Pokemon are probably like, Snover? why are you gonna use an Abomasnow? I understand you know, Cynthia's Garchomp needs the Ice Shard and everything to one-hit it and all, blah, blah, blah. But why Snow... Well, I mean, yeah, Snover now, but why Abomasnow? And why Bastiodon? It's 4 times weak. Before every generation of Pokemon comes out, which I know Generation 10 is like going to come out next year pretty much, because Pokemon Gen 9's been out for about 2 years at this point. So I'm getting a head start on that, but I go through every generation, every game. I would say, yeah, not every game, because I don't play like black and then white, and then black, white, and 2 white. I'll play like, I don't know, black, white. I'll play like black on the weakest, and then I'll play like white on the middle, and then, I don't know, maybe white on the strongest or black on the strongest. I don't really keep track of it like that, but I play through every generation in every main game, like black, black 2, or black and white 2, or like pearl, diamond, or diamond and pearl. I'll go through platinum. Like, I'll go through diamond. Well, I only have pearl, so I'll go through pearl. Then I'll go through platinum. Then I'll go through either brilliant diamond or shining pearl. Either or. And I'll go through like Pokemon X and things like that. I go through every mainline game, unless it's like 2 games for one, in which case I just do it randomly. But I go through each generation, play each main Pokemon game using a weakest team, a middle team, and a strongest team. So I'm using the weakest team because through a playthrough, I strangely like Bastiodon, but because it's Generation 4, and Generation 4 is the first generation I really knew what I was doing. Because technically Generation 2 was my first generation, technically speaking, and Cyndaquil was my first, but I was so young and wasn't really very smart. Didn't have, like, you know, a lot of people like, oh, they had an older brother or dad or something, or, you know, have your parent beat it or your older brother beat it or something. I didn't have that. My mom and dad didn't really want to play it, and I didn't have, like, a book or something. So once I got to, like, the second gym, I just didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know how to switch out my Pokemon anyway, so I used only Cyndaquil. And then, Cyndaquil, Quilava. What's the other one? Typhlosion? Yeah. It got all the way up to Quilava, because I only used it. But I didn't really know what I was doing. Generation 4 is the first game I got where I knew what I was doing.
I've got to get upstairs.
At least a little bit. I still had, like, mistakes. Like, when I looked at the stats, I didn't look at special defense or special attack, so a starter could have, or a Pokemon could have, like, 150 speed and 150 special attack. And I didn't look at HP either. I mean, like, 150 HP and 150 special defense and 150 defense. It'd be the greatest Pokemon, like, ever. But I wouldn't have noticed that because I didn't look at any of the specials. I just looked at speed, defense, and attack and was like, Pokemon have 3 choices. They either have, they either have defense and attack, or they have speed and attack, or they have defense and speed. That was it, and I was like, wow. At the time, I was just like, well, defense and speed is the worst, because you'll go first and you'll be able to take hits, but you won't do any damage. And defense and attack are second, because you'll take lots of hits and hit hard. But speed was my favorite, because I was like, oh, you go first and hit hard. But I literally did not look at HP, didn't know what it meant, and did not look at special stats at all. So I didn't know a lot about Gen 4, but I still, like, could actually get places. So it's my first gen, so fly. But yeah, it was my first gen. So I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. But I honestly forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about the Gen 4? What was I talking about?
Seems
Oh,
useful.
great. I went on a tangent and completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah, but Generation 4 is the first one I knew about. What the hell? I was saying, like, oh yeah, I go through all the generations and they're worst. Worst team, middle team, strongest team. Oh my god. I can't remember what I was talking about. Alright, I was talking about Generation 10 would come out this year because it's been 2 years. I was also talking about how Generation 4 is my first generation, but not really because... Okay, 2 flies just landed, like, on each one of my glasses at once. That was weird. Anyway, I was saying Generation 10 is going to come out this year because it's been 2 years since Gen 9. And then Generation 4 is my first gen, but not really, because technically Generation 2, but it's the first gen one I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I remember. I was talking about how Bashidon's like, a lot of people don't like Bashidon, but I liked it simply because it's Generation 4, and it's one of my many. Generation 4 is probably my favorite game. Not that Generation 4 is the best generation, but it's my favorite because it's my first. But I usually don't count it because I try not to cheat. Like when I list my top 10 favorite Pokemon, Infernum's my favorite Pokemon of all time, but I try not to count it because, you know, 95% of people's favorite Pokemon is their first. So I try not to count it just to keep it original. Just like Generation 4 is probably my favorite, but I don't like to call it that because honestly it's my first. It is 100% nostalgia, which is why it's my favorite. Because if we're being honest, Generation 4 is probably the worst. If you had to pick between having like no Pokemon, choices really. A lot of times during my, like I said, I was going through the worst team, middle team, and then the best team within reason. Like I don't try and beat the whole game with like only a Caterpie or something, like ridiculous, like within reason or something. You know, because I'm still trying to get through all the generations, all the main games, like 3 times. But yeah. So I try to keep my nostalgia down, but if you're wondering why I'm using like bad Pokemon, that's why.
Such a disappointment.
And I also do think it's kind of, because yeah, I will admit with Rampardos' massive attack, it is probably, well, not probably, it's definitely the worst one because it's very slow, doesn't do a lot of damage. But I think it's kind of underrated a little bit because like, oh, it has a 4 times weakness to fighting and ground. But, you know, I was never going to bring a steel type to a ground type gym or against a ground type Elite 4 member or anything. I was never going to bring a steel type for a fighting type gym leader or Elite 4 member or anything, you know what I mean? Unless it was like, you know, steel psychic or steel flying or something. So I don't think 4 times weaknesses are really that big of a deal during the playthrough because, oh, what if your Pokemon has like a random ground move? Yeah, how many times in a regular playthrough does this Pokemon randomly have, you know, some random move that it would never normally have? Like if someone has a Staraptor that naturally learns close combat, okay, different story. But like, how many times are you just gonna get, oh yeah, a hidden power ground? on this random trainer, pretty much never. I don't really consider that too big of a deal. Because unless it's, like I said, unless it's like psychic flying, steel flying, or steel psychic, or steel fairy, I'm never going to bring a steel type to a ground battle. I'm never going to bring a steel type to a fighting battle. Never going to bring a rock type to a ground battle or a fighting battle. So just don't send it out. But you can pick who else you bring it to. So, for example, 4 times resistant to flying, ice, 4 times resistant against flying, 4 times resistant against ice, 4 times resistant against normal, yada yada yada, 4 times resistant against bug. You can bring it out during all of those and know you're going to have 4 times resistance, so I do think it's underrated, but I kind of understand the point. Cranidos is stronger and faster. It's not real fast, but it's faster. So it'll do more more damage, you know. Yeah. The Generation 8 fossils aren't the best looking. They're kind of ugly, but at least they're really strong. And then Tyrantrum's is a really good fossil. Aerodactyl's a really good fossil. So I understand why it's not the most popular, but I still think it's like underrated. Like, oh, it has a 4 times weakness. Yeah, sure, in like competitive you wouldn't use it. Because in competitive they can have any type whenever, but like through a playthrough, the amount of times you're going to have like a, you know, same thing with Generation 4 of Torterra. Oh, it's 4 times weak to ice. Yeah, but I mean, well, if your opponent, yeah, don't use it during the ice type gym leader. Ooh. Oh, holy cow, couldn't possibly have thought of that. What if your opponent has a random ice move?
Got a long way to go.
Like when? When are you going to run into a random ice move? Random hidden power ice. Or you're facing a random Luxio that just happened to have hidden power ice completely random.
Nothing but children.
Yeah, 4 times weaknesses aren't really that big of a deal. You can just avoid them.
She's long lost all her humanity. I must destroy her.
But like I said, I'll probably use Cranidos on the middle challenge. Because another reason why I like Bastiodon is because it's like the only good rock type, because Onyx does like no damage. And Graveler, yeah, I guess Graveler would be better, but like it just bugs me to not fully evolve my team. And for Graveler to evolve and Onyx to evolve, you need to trade. And I don't really know anyone that plays Pokemon, so I couldn't really trade. So it was basically just Cranidos and Bastiodon. And what I had at the time was Pearl. So Bastiodon was pretty much all I had. So that's kind of why I like it, but I know it's not the best. I love how the shotgun still reaches all the way up there.
Another one?
Oh, miss. Alright, it'd be nice if you let me aim at the one I'm trying to aim at, please. Why are you aiming me down there? I missed this red dot because you're not letting me aim. I'd like to shoot the one that's right in front of me, please. Let me aim up, please. Let me aim up. Thank you. There we go. It was pretty good, but it would have been even better if you let me aim. Blow you up. and blow you up. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying about the Pokemon thing, I'll usually use not the worst team, like not impossible. That's why I like games that have better Pokemon variety and everything's not just garbage. So like for example, like Pokemon Black and White, I'll use it's not, I don't use the same thing every time, but like I don't know, like on Black and White, for example, if I want, I use an electric type for all three because there's enough. So I'll like, you know,
Shit. That was close.
Tynamo is actually not Tynamo. What's its evolved form? Crap. I can't remember what it is, but the electric type with Levitate, Generation 5. You know what I'm talking about. But it's really strong, but it takes forever to evolve, so usually, even though it's the strongest, it takes forever to evolve, so I won't usually use it. What I'll normally do is I won't have an electric for the strongest, or for the weakest, and then for the middle, I'll use it probably, even though it's stronger, it just takes a long time to get there. And then for the strongest, I'll use like Galvantula, for example. But then in Black and White 2, what I'll use is on the weakest team, I'll use a Mareep that evolves into a
ceremony with your
what's
rose.
Mareep's Mareep, and then a Flaffy, and then
for your kid and for the whole village.
trying to play and think at the same time again.
I'll stop it. I'll use
Evolves
Rose
into the
to kill
Ampharos.
Miranda.
And then for the middle team, I'll probably use a
Poor
I
Papa.
use a
You're the only one who doesn't see
I catch
his power.
yeah,
Take
Electivire.
Rose.
So I
I'd like to see
use
you
I
try.
can't think off the top of my head which game Electivire is in. I'm pretty sure it's white, but I'll use white. Or no, I'm pretty sure it's black, right? Black too. And I'll use that one because it has a low kick, which is pretty good, especially for the end. Like, because you know it has the dark type, so it's good against the dark type gym leader, and it's good against Iris's team, the low kick. And then for the strongest team, I'll use Magnezone because Magnezone is ridiculously good. I actually really like Generation 7. 48 minutes, 24 seconds. Because it has so many... Wake up! Because it has so many variations. Like, I usually don't use dark types very often. But I always use dark types on Ultra Sun, which is the one that I have. Because, like, Ultra Sun, I only have one Ultra Sun. I don't have Ultra Moon. I don't have Moon. I just have Sun and Ultra Sun. But because the weakest team, I use Zoroark for Dark because it's pure and it's not the best one. But Zoroark is very, very cool. And then for the second best, I use this because I use the weakest starter is probably my favorite starter if I'm being honest, but but not the best, is let me in. Is I almost said Delphox, that's completely wrong generation. Is oh my god. Yeah, thinking and playing is not very good for me. Rowlet, Decidueye, yeah, Decidueye. Where I use Decidueye, and then I'll use Zoroark, and then the middle team, I'll use Incineroar and Fly. I won't catch a dark type because it is dark type. And then for the best team, this is gonna be useless too. No. And then I'll use the best starter is Primarina, which I'll use Primarina, and then I'll catch Alolan Muck because it only has one weakness. So I've used pretty much every Pokemon in existence, because Black and White too, I usually will use Patrat. It'll be Snivy, well yeah, Snivy's the one I picked, but I'll use Superior, and then Watchog. And then those will be my first two during Black and White, and then the middle team I use is Oshawott and Liepard. Because it's faster and does more damage. Even though, yeah, and then for the strongest team I use Lillipup and Emboar, because they're the two best. But like I said, it's kind of weird because you go from like the middle team being Liepard to the worst team in Ultra Sun having a freaking Zoroark. So like some game, like lots of Pokemon options and strong options are like a very important thing to me. Because while a lot of people I feel like play the game maybe once or twice and always like, oh yeah, you know, Lillipup's always better than Patrat, so they always pick Lillipup. And that's all they would ever pick. But for me, I'm like, yeah, it definitely is. But I'm going to use all the worst ones and all the best ones. So that's why I really like, because that was ridiculously fast. Cool. Anyway, yeah. I like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Sun and Moon. Probably pretty high on my list because, like I said, I understand if people are like doing a playthrough and they're like focusing only on the game. But because I do that too for the first playthrough, of course. But on like all the other playthroughs I do, because I play through it like either once a year or like twice a year, and if I'm really running late, like I've been really late when Generation like 8 came out, I played all the generations before that 3 times, all the main series games before Generation 8 3 times in 1 year. It was ridiculous. But generally speaking, I tend to do it like once or twice per year. Like, I'll take a break, because when the game comes out, I'll use each starter. Like, I'll play through the game 3 times when it first comes out. One with each starter, like a different team per each starter. So, when the game comes out, I'll go through the whole game. Sorry, there's flies again. Go through the whole game 3 times, one with each starter and a different team. And then I'll probably take a break that year. And then the next 2 years is usually when I do it. So because Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Sun and Moon have like good Pokemon and good Fairy, I always like to use them. And the dialogue, usually I just like watch a video while kind of playing. I'll watch a video while playing kind of secondly, so I don't really pay attention. So the whole super long dialect doesn't really bother me as much. And then you get to goofy games like Generation 9 that almost has too much of a variety for me to like really pick a best and worst team on. I can either make and I end up with really random teams that are different every time. Because like when I play a lot of games like Platinum, for example, well, not really Platinum, oh, come on, let's go, there we go, like Pearl, pretty much every team's the same pretty much every single time. So it gets kind of maybe a little more boring, because it's like, oh yeah, I use the same team pretty much every time because there's so few options. But then on Paldea, when Generation 10 does come out, and I play through it all again 3 times, it's going to be like, man, there's such a variety. The team's going to be different every time. But that's how I like to play. So if you're wondering why I have like, man, you have like a bad team. I have a bad team on purpose. Anywho, just my little Pokemon rant. Yeah, usually I talk a lot better than what I am now, but playing and trying to play this game and think about something else is like not good. Because I feel like the game's kind of more important. Because like that's kind of the point of the video. Like if I was playing Pokemon and talking about Resident Evil Village, I'd be doing the exact opposite. I'd be playing the game just dandy, but like thinking really dumbly instead of just talking dumbly about Pokemon now and playing the game averagely well. Shoot him right in his little heart thing. Yeah, limp away, sucker.
You really should have taken my deal. You'll be frozen in the afterlife.
Oh, come on. Bullet seed's only gonna land twice. Damn it, Snover.
Right after I murdered them. This can't be the end for me. I must kill her.
At least this Remoraid only hit me with its bullet seed twice, too. At least keep it fair. But I have stab. So, ha. I also have a higher attack stat. Even though I'm modest. Okay, now you hit, okay, you only hit 2 times in a row, twice. What the hell? Snover, do you think you could, like, hit maybe more than twice? Oh, great. Now you fainted. Now you don't get any EXP. Way to go, Snover. Now, is that really smart? Oh, okay. Critical hit on me when it didn't matter because I was already going to die from it.
Captain, I've confirmed
Kinda
the
goofy.
death of Ethan Winters. I wasn't able to retrieve the body, but I've recorded evidence.
Share your screen, and I'll go over the situation.
Been a while
Yeah,
since
you
we
guys
fought
suck.
together, Captain. When was it last? The desert?
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though.
Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
Spooky.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
Made contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
Yeah, everybody watch.
Western route is clear. Moving out.
Roger that.
Come on, run past it. He's dead. One is behind you, right? Yeah. I was gonna say he's dead, and he's just like,
BSAA craft
I'm
spotted.
gonna sit
2
here.
yards. I can take him.
Don't get cocky.
Ha-doo-doo-doo-doo.
What the hell is that thing? It's all eutomycete.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's.
Well, I bet it is.
Large
Where else would she be?
bioweapon sighted.
Hey, boss, it's me. The mold may be releasing
I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely don't
Keep your
think
license on.
Mother Miranda
Tundra
was
here.
the strongest,
Leaving
if I'm
some
being
supplies
honest.
in one of the houses, Captain.
I know she ripped Ethan's heart out, but I'm pretty sure that was just like chance.
Umberise, I need some
I
backup.
don't know. Well, you're gonna trust you could probably slice her pretty damn well.
I've never heard of eutomycete.
And it's, like I said, like I keep saying, completely invulnerable except for like one weapon in particular. Anyway, I'm gonna have to leave this episode off here. Thank you for watching if you are, and I'll see you in the next.
Bye.